Do you want to keep a list of all your expenses, but you think that a lot of the spreadsheets out there are too complicated or have too much information? I did as well. I found that I just wanted something that would take me a couple of minutes every once in a while to enter a few things in, or seconds just to enter one item. So I've created my own, and let's take a look at the first step. Okay, so I've created a blank spreadsheet, and I've typed in my heading of personal expenses, and then I've put the headings that I like to have in: date, category, item, and amount. And so all I'm going to do is I'm going to click on personal expenses, and I'm actually going to use the cell styles up here, and I'm going to choose title. Yeah, and then I'm going down to date and drag across to amount, and again use cell styles, and I think I'll have it as heading 1. And then now this is a great tip: if you highlight multiple columns, you put your mouse at the between two of them to get the double-headed arrow with a line, and you double click, it will expand each column to fit the maximum amount of text. Now you can see that heading 1 the title in A1 is quite large, so that's why my date column is, A column is quite large. So then I'm just going to go across, and I'm just going to use the merge, which is this one here. I don't want it merged and centered, I just want to merge it. So I'm going to choose merge cells, that's it. And now, there we go. Puts everything in, and I can still click and drag, change it, or I can right mouse click and go column width and choose an amount if I want. So I can go, I want it 10. There we go. Perfect. And then the other thing I like in here is I would like it to have a drop down. Now I'm just going to enter one item first because I'm going to show you a great tool that I'd use. Now this is a great shortcut. Control semicolon puts in today's date. Okay. Then I'm going to put my category in, and I think I'm going to put pets in here. And then item is, pet food. Now I'm thinking, maybe I should have another column in here. So I'm going to put another column in here called Supplier. There we go. And okay, I'm just going to put nothing in there. And then the amount. So if I put... go. And you could, if you wanted a VAT column or a tax column, you could do that. For my home expenses, I'm not VATable, so I just put the total in. Now, a great feature is Format as Table, and I can click on the Format as Table, choose a format, and then that one, format, sure. And it says my table has headings. Yes, they're right there. Click on OK, and that's perfect, right? Okay, and as soon as I press Tab at the end, it expanded it. Can you see that little, if I just zoom in some, there you go. You can see there's a little, like a little notch in the corner, and that you can either use your mouse and drag it to more, so I can type in more, or you just press Tab at the end and it goes to the next line. But what I would like is in my category for it to have a drop down. So I select my cells, and then I go up to Data. And in Data, I have this little button which is called Data Validation. I use the drop down and I just choose Data Validation, or I should just be able to click on it. And in here, I have a few choices, and I'll create a video just on this if you'd like. Just put in the comments if you'd like a video on what data validation can do, because it's so powerful, it's really useful. And this one, I'm going to have a list. There it is in the middle. And then my source. Now I can type in, or I can create a list somewhere else. Now normally I create a list somewhere else. I'm just going to do that. I'm going to go across to sheet 2. I'm going to change the name. So I just double click on the tab, and I'm going to call this lookups. And if you wanted to, you could even hide that, but I find I don't need to. If it's my personal account, then that's fine. If I'm doing something at an office for a client, then yeah, I probably would hide it. And I'm just going to put category in here, and then pets, house. Okay, so then I'm just going to go through into, and I could name it. I usually do. I just go into here, and then I change up in the name bar. And you can in the name bar type in a cell reference like B56, and it'll move you to B56. But I'm putting a name in, so I'm renaming these cells from A2 to A7 is going to be called category. And then you just press enter. There we go. Now back on sheet 1, I can now go into my data validation. There we go. And I'm going to change it to list. And then in here, I can just, now I can do equals and there's shortcut keys, but I tend to just highlight, and it will put in the name for me. If the computer starts to work properly. There we go. Okay, so I've just highlighted it. It's put it in. I could type it in, or I can press a shortcut key to show it, but that's fine. There is apply these changes to all other cells with the same settings. This is useful if you've got, say, a whole column that you've already applied validation, but you're tweaking it, maybe you're changing it, and you wanted to go back and change the rest. I don't. I've highlighted everything. Click on OK, and now I have my drop down. So it's really easy. Now, what you can use it for is, well, it makes sure all your data is the same, but also you, if you're using pivot tables or filtering or sorting, it makes sure everything is the same in that column. Okay, and now I can just start entering all of my expenses. Oh, there we go. All of my expenses. And then I can create charts, a pivot table on it. Okay. And I'll do another video about how I do a pivot table on this data. Okay. And I'll have a link to that up there. Thanks so much and have a great day. Oh, if you found this video useful or helpful, do please give it the thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And if you want to see more of my videos, please do click on that subscribe button. Take care. Bye for now.